G'day comrade subscribers, thanks for sticking around, and thanks to PCB Way for their ongoing support. They've let me experiment, and the PCBs have finally arrived today for the replacement keyboard. So let's see if it works. Not only do I need the keyboard, PCB obviously, I need the thin film connectors. So I got these ages ago for the Spectrum, so I'm hoping that I should be able to use them on this, the 8-pin, I think, yeah, 2 lots of 8-pin. So I need that. I need the actual connectors themselves. So they just arrived. So they will go right angle on the PCB and plug in the ribbon cable onto the Z88. So that's arrived, and probably what took the most time, apart from designing the keyboard, is trying to get some keycaps that are going to work. Luckily, apart from the diamond and the help index menu and the square, apart from those, and maybe the pound and tilde, it's pretty much what the standard is these days, and by that I mean mainly the number keys. They normally cause a problem. So sometimes instead of having an @ symbol, we've got the inverted commas, and maybe the brackets are offset and things like that. So I think pretty much, and the enter key is an ISO enter key. So pretty much most of the keys I've got, pre-manufactured ones that should work. So anyway, blah 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 blah. Let's get into it, shall we? Don't worry about all that at the moment. Let's get our PCBs out. So PCBs, I got 5 because that's the minimum order. The PCBs cost about $11 each. Well, I didn't have to pay for it because PCB Way sponsored me, but if I was paying for it, they were about $11 each. I think it's $55 all up, and shipping was global direct shipping. That was like $7 or $8. So it took 2 weeks from China to Port Macquarie. So Port Macquarie, because it's rural, you usually have to add on, say, 2 to 3 days. Once they arrive in Sydney, it takes another 2 to 3 days for them to get up here. So just under 2 weeks to get to Australia for $8 shipping. I don't use the DHL or anything like that anymore. So there we go. So that's the PCB. Sorry, I always get let's get that out of the way. I triple, quadruple checked it all. So I got black, white text, and I've got some finish on it because I started off, like, for the 1 I wrote 1, O-N-E, so I wouldn't be confused with I, and same with 0. But then I thought, oh no, let's be a bit interesting, so I'll put the numbering in finish. I was going to do the other ones, but I couldn't, because I could remember that underscore is Alaviva, but I couldn't remember the other ones. I've got the cursor keys in Ulas, Alas, Vasen, and Oiken. Anyway, so there we go. Let's see. That looks quite nice now, doesn't it? It's come up quite nicely. That was just Armor All. Give it a good coating of Armor All like you use on the car. So that's the PCB there. Oh, that's not, sorry, that's the back plate there. So the idea is that this will go on here. So far so good. I'm going to drill, idea was I was probably going to drill 2 holes there and there, trying to avoid any things there. And then that would, get that out of the way. That would plug into there. And so the only problem is, oh, maybe those connectors there might be a bit too close. I didn't think of that. Yeah, I should have maybe set these connectors off a bit further back. Hence the reason why this is Rev A, my first attempt. Because you've got this overhang here, there's a bit of overhang there which I didn't account for. That's a little bit disappointing. So I'll probably set those back a bit. Anyway, well, let's start. Oh, the other thing is obviously the Gateron low profile keys. So let's start building it, and well, we've got to see if it works first. I don't even know if it's going to work. So let's see. First row is done, and I've also done the thin film connectors. So I just scraped, I don't know if that's the best way of doing it, just kind of scraped off the protective coating. Hopefully that works. But yeah, so far the first row, it's quite nice. I quite like these keycaps. Yeah, I was a bit worried because the delete looked like 1.5U, same with the backslash, but I did find 1U version in the set. So let's just see if it's, I don't want to do everything and then it's not working. I just want to see if this first row is doing what it should be doing. That's going to be a bit tricky. Alright, let me get it all set up and yeah, see if it works. Yes, I couldn't get any activity pressing the top button, so I had to add the enter key, and enter's working at least. 2, 3. Oh, okay, 4's not working. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, negative, equals. Okay, equals not working. Slash is, delete's working. Okay, so for some reason 4's not working. Have to have a look maybe. 4, okay. Oh, it's kind of working. Cool. All right. Okay, I might have a look to see. So it was 4. And equals. 4 and equals. Maybe escape. I don't know. All right. Okay. Well, I'm happy. It's doing better than nothing. All right. So equals and 4 or Nelia, they're on the same column 5, which is connected to A10 address line and is the sixth pin. So column 5. So this is my schematic, obviously, A10, which is the 6th pin on the address bus. So, and I've checked the PCB routing, so it is routed correctly. So I'm just hoping that maybe my little thing here isn't making proper contact. So, which could be the reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's a bit. So it is a little bit dodgy. So I'll just tidy that up a bit, see if it works. And so if you're worried that I'm going to do all this soldering and, you know, because I need to reposition these sockets, don't worry, I'm just going to desolder all of these. It's pretty easy. There's only 2 pins, and I've got my my engineer solder sucker. So yeah, I'm not going to waste all these key switches. Definitely not. Anyway, all right. So I'll tidy that up. I assume, I don't know if this is the way I should be doing it, or if there's some other way I'm supposed to be removing this insulation. En materia. Mina entera. Okay. I think all the batteries are in. All the batteries in. I think all the batteries are in. Okay. Let's try this again. God, I hate these thin film. These. Right. Let's just reset it. Here we go. All right, can you see it? Okay, so press return or enter. All right, we're in the diary. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nolla. Cool. So far so good. I quite like this. Sorry, I quite like these keycaps. Anyway, all right. And there we go. So, like I said, it was a pretty good match. Obviously, caps lock here, this is actually diamond, whatever the diamond is. And then we've got index, menu, upper, help, and square there. So I've just got them blank. The shift keys should be the same size, but unfortunately, I only got one. That was, I think, looks like it's 2U. This one is, I guess, 1.75U, so it's got a little bit of a gap. So I thought I'd probably use this one more, so put that one there. But yeah, it would have been good to have 2 of the same size. Oh well. Caps lock, so it would have been nice if there was another blank 1U, or if there was a 1U caps lock. There was a slightly bigger, like a 1.75 or a 1.5 perhaps. What is it? Well, 1.25. Looks like it's a 1.25, which just doesn't fit. Although probably, in hindsight, oh no, I have to, yeah. As suggested, I'm sorry, I can't remember who suggested off the top of my head, but I will thank you. I have moved the cursor cluster, so now it is standard rather than having up, down, left, right. So hence why I've rearranged some of the keys there. I don't have any stabilizers in. I've never done stabilizers before, so I'm not sure what to do, but certainly it's okay at the moment. None of the other keys seem to really need it, even though there are cutouts for them. The other keys are fine. Enter key's fine. Shift is fine. Maybe space, but yeah. I guess let's give it a go. After all these weeks, let's see. Have a quick comparison. So pretty much a 1-for-1 match. Like I said, I'm pretty happy. It took ages to find this on Aliexpress. I could have got low profile as well. So I've got, like I said, I've got low profile key switches. You know, maybe I could have gone low profile on the keycaps as well, but I quite like the look of this. And like I said, it was black. It's hard to get black as well. Most of them seem to be white. I couldn't really get a lot of black, I don't think. Anyway, I think everything matches. Like I said, except for that should be a diamond. That should be caps lock. I've moved the cursors around, so caps lock's on the end there. But otherwise, oh, and there, yeah. So we've got tilde and whatever that is. Oh, I should have that around the other way, shouldn't I? But yes, that should be a pound there. But other than that, I think it's a pretty good match. Right. let's set it up. Hey. Moment of truth. Let's zoom down a bit, or should we? Oh, we want to see the keyboard as well, don't we? So let's see if cursors work. Yep, cursors work. Whoops! What did I press? How did I get out of here? How do you get out of here again? Index. Oh, index works. All right. So if I go down to basic, okay. Now again, ideally, if I measured this right, but it's very hard to when you're just using paper. So if I'd measured this right, this would be attached to the plastic backboard there, and then obviously I'd have a nice solid. Let's actually that goes in there, I think, and then that would be attached to there like that. Oops. Obviously it's a bit bouncy because of the thin film connectors there. Can you see that all right now? So let's. Do you want to see the keyboard, or do you want to see proof that it's working? All right. So it's going to be a bit bouncy. Maybe I should just use. Anyway, whatever. So prints. And actually, you know what I'm finding? The issue I had before has gone away. Since I got rid of the rubber mat, it's now working. 20. And then run. Oh, mistake. How can I muck that up? List. Hang on. What's going on here? Mistake. 10. 1. That's not the right word? Okay. No, it doesn't have to be capitals. Oh, it does have to be capitals. Oh, okay. So I need to do caps lock, which is F1. Okay. This is so, I love this. This is great. Well, if I do say so myself. Test on my new keyboard. Delete space and then semicolon. 20. Go. Is it go to 10 or is it go to 10? All right. All right. Whoops. Sorry, had low battery. I don't know what you got there. But yeah, it's working perfectly. It's working absolutely perfectly. I'm really happy with that. That's and I think, okay, you know, obviously I'm blowing my own trumpet here, but I think I did a pretty good job. Almost got it right. Let's press escape. So the problem is the bezel for the screen. That's the problem at the moment. I didn't allow for the fact that this plastic board there went underneath this a little bit. So if we attach the bezel, that goes under there nicely. Force it under. And then, yeah, then there's the bezel. But the problem is, yeah, I need to shave probably maybe 3 mil off the top of the board. And then that would have gone together quite nicely. So that's would have been, we do a side on. So, so it's a little bit thicker. But the main thing is, in my case, I can actually use my Z88 now because the rubber part wasn't working properly. I'm really happy with that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and the other difficulty is actually getting the keycaps. Trying to, yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think. So, like I said, this is revision A. I will adjust it. Revision B. All the information's in the video description. Whoops. So it's all on GitHub. So I'll do a revision B and shave a few millimeters off, and then get them fabbed again, and see if that works. Yeah, but yeah, let me know what you think. I'm going to say it's you know, you don't have to do this. It's just an option there. All right, so don't hate on me because I'm not using the rubber keyboard. It just doesn't work for me. So if it doesn't work for you, then maybe this is an option. Okay, that's it. Bye for now.